Ritesh Kumar. I work for Wetlands International South Asia. This is the South Asia program of Wetlands International, a global non-profit which works for conservation and sustainable management of wetlands worldwide. I lead the Chilika Climate Vulnerability Project. The project essentially aims at improving management effectiveness of Chilika Lake by making the management climate smart. The challenges to this project is twofold. One is much of the research on climate and wetlands is very biophysical led and ecological processes led. And we don't actually have a framework to refer to, so it is intuitively developing a framework wherein social systems, ecological systems, and larger climate systems are embedded in mutually interacting plane, and that's where you develop your framework. The second challenge comes in from responding to a basin which is not big enough to be robust for large-scale climate models. So we are downscaling climate models to be relevant to the basin scales, and we are upscaling household level and village level wetland-dependent community information to inform climate responses. The IDRC climate initiative comes as a part of a very long-term continuum which Wetlands International and Chilika Development Authority have been working on since the last 3 decades now, which started with restoration of the wetland, with putting a framework management plan in place, and now we are talking about making the plan adaptive enough to address climate change. So one, that it works with the Wetland Development Authority, which has a government institutional mandate to respond to wetland management. So all the outcomes of the project are essentially to be used, to be applied for the way wetland is being managed. And one of the quick outcomes was essentially the ecological character information that was compiled into the project was adopted by the governing body of the Lake Development Authority already, released by the Chief Minister, and is now a public domain document. But in the long run, the project is one of the few ones which is addressing wetlands and climate change, at least in India. So it is a pathbreaker project in that sense. So climate change is a known emerging threat for almost all management, and much of the wetland managers in India are actually helpless about it. They are following more static approaches. So what this project does is to allow encapsulation of the methodology into a manual that can be used, adaptively used by other wetland managers. But in the long run, Chilika Development Authority and Wetlands International will also be looking forward to regional application of these approaches when India tries to integrate wetlands into its climate response strategies, wherein the vulnerability issues can be addressed in far more stronger ways than it is being done right now.